to the show. Think and Reflect podcast show where you can voice your opinion. Today's show is being powered by Deshaun's Marketing. Communication is key. Where we brand, build, grind to help you and your company shine. Music by GC Nardo, Inco Loud, Gorilla Click, that get right. But on today's show, we will be, of course, talking about the winter storm in Texas. Wow. Cruz, if y'all heard his story, I hope you heard. I'm pretty sure you have. Meek Mill, I just came across this one yesterday, so I'm fresh. Meek Mill, it says something about Kobe. Carson Wentz, the NFL season just started. J.J. Watt playing with everybody. I don't know what's wrong with the guy. He's playing around. And speaking of the NFL, the receiver, one of the good ones, Vincent Jackson, short-handed, made a name, found dead. And we always want to have some type of vision or concept or idea or just another way to increase finances. But this one, I'm going to keep talking about this one if it's up or down because I've been knowing about it for a while, a long years, when it was less than $100 a coin, less than 50. But Bitcoin at 51,000. Ooh, $51,000. I know. Even the people that took the hit, because it was a little hit, if they held on, they done bounced back. Like Juvie said. I'm bounce back. See, I should have had that ready for y'all. But, I'll be freestyling. But we're going to get to this. I don't know if I should start off talking about that winter storm. It's a lot going on. People losing power, cold. Yeah, it's a lot going on. I had some information pulled up. But they down there in Texas. But I did read it's El Paso still had their power. They ain't lose their power. So they did something right down in El Paso. El Paso, Texas. Yeah. But they out of water, heat, because of power down in Texas. I know Texas, I done seen, because I've been living long enough, I done seen them get hit before, but, and then there's some other, I was about to get into my conspiracy. No, don't make me turn this into a conspiracy. But y'all call in, we can talk. 216-632-3917. 219-431-9377. I got the other one down pat. I'm going to put it on if you out there listening. If you listening right now, you can chat. That means you downloaded the app. So I'm in the chat room too. I'm going to say something. Episode 2 of the relaunch. Yeah, Think and Reflect podcast show. Voice your opinion, because your opinion means a lot. If you ain't had no opinion, you wouldn't know what the next move is, you know? So you better start letting your brain call in. If you want to change the topic or the concept or the call in, and if you got something good to talk about, we can set it off with you and your discussion. But until then, we're going to stick to the script in Texas, down in Texas. See, it's so much to say, but I don't think you all ready yet. I'm going to let y'all start knowing me a little better before I start really, really getting deep into it. But El Paso did what they had to do. I guess they their own little community, because they would still have power to one little town. But they without water, so we need to try to get them some water down there if possible. But buy it and put in the declared the national emergency. How you said, declaration for the state of Texas, where half of the state is still under boil water notice. Louisiana and Mississippi. I didn't even know that. They taking a hit too. Wow. Yeah. It's up here I'm in Cleveland. If you listen and when you listen, we up in Cleveland. So the bad weather, you used to it and you familiar, but it's like it's normal to us. We just be waiting for it to come. It surprises us, but Texas got surprised. Louisiana, they infrastructure must not be prepared or like ready for it. Yeah, they say it could reach up to $50 billion with the If it ain't one thing, it's another, boy. See, I try. That's what I'm gonna start focusing on. I really just try to bring you all the worldly events, but I'm gonna start finding some little in the cracks topics to make y'all a little bit more curious. But Texas down there, all them kids. See, as soon as I said that, I looked at the paragraph. What it's just like having to say, actual statement. Wow. Half the state, over 14 million people, still don't have drinkable water. They about to give out 25,000 meal kits. What is that compared to half the state's population, more than 14 million? And y'all only got 25. Oh, so that's just in Dallas area. Wow. Beyond Texas, taps are dry in parts. Wow, we need to, something gotta happen. They declared the national state of emergency. This is just one of the moments. Now, getting to my little conspiracy thing, I seen something that my loved one showed me. I'm gonna keep that. Dallas, Dallas. I'm gonna go here. Dallas considered they almost they own country within the country. You see, most states are really a country within the country, but they all are under. So every state is a subsidiary of the United States of America. Because America is the actual country, and the United States is the corporation of America. But I'm gonna kick back because I don't want y'all But Texas has been hit. And then speaking of Texas, if you're familiar with Ted Cruz, we're gonna go on the slide right into Ted Cruz. And I'm a realist because this dude tried to go on a trip to Cancun, but he came back Thursday. He came back. Ted Cruz, I think, didn't he try to run for president? But the guy, Senator Ted Cruz, was in Cancun, Mexico, for less than 24 hours before he abruptly changed his original plan to stay in the resort city until Saturday. Yeah, dude. How you down there in your state is just going through it? He just liked to travel because here go another one talking about he traveled to Jamaica on the 4th to define public health guidelines. This dude, Ted Cruz. Boy, I'm the last one to speak, but I'm on at this moment because the most important time of our life, according to the prophet himself, Drew Ali, Noble One, says the most important time of our life is right now. So if your mindset is whatever it is, that's what you decide for your life to be at that moment. I know it's hard. Ted Cruz ain't care, but this the Think and Reflect show. So we reflecting off of the dude Ted Cruz thoughts because we thinking and reflecting. But now we about to voice our opinion. Y'all get it? Come on, y'all. I could go. I'm just trying to get y'all involved. I know y'all want to talk, but I ain't gonna beg y'all no more. But Ted Cruz tried to. This dude, I guess that's the power. But under the table, I'm gonna just shoot this little tip out there. Campaign. I don't want y'all to, but campaign. What's your campaign? Ted Cruz was campaigning to get to Cancun, Mexico. And he say, man, I'm going to Jamaica July 4th. I'm defined. But you won't. How you going to be the one helping make the law and then break the law? Texas got it hard right now. I know a few people in Texas, but I don't think I have no immediate family that I could just think of. So I have to look into that. But I know I probably do. Not immediate that I know and grew, but through bloodline. Yeah, Ted Cruz originally planned to spend multiple nights while Texas down there freezing. But I remember when I was little. You remember? I know most of y'all, when you was young, you used to think like states like Texas, maybe just most of the southern states, like how they say Louisiana. You never would expect snow. And I think the first time I ever knew that it could snow in Texas, I was watching the football game, and it snowed in Dallas. I was like, it could snow in Dallas? I was probably about 8 or 9, but I remember. Like, oh, it could snow. See, they don't teach you, they teach you the history that they put in the book, and then they tell you about your area, location, like you might not want to grow up and move to another area. So that's your research, so we can't blame them. But Texas got it bad, this one. Let me see if this the worst storm. I think this the worst storm they ever had. Worst Texas winter storm. Oh, I can't press. Y'all got shit. We need this information. See that. Once upon a time, I come from the era where you need to find out certain stuff. You needed this encyclopedia, Guinness Book of World Records. What else you need? Of course, the dictionary. You still need that. I think they had some worse than today's. It's looking like 1957. Nah, this one might be the cake. Yeah, them boys lost power. People homeless. It be the kids. Because, you know, an adult gonna figure out how to stay warm. Baby just gonna be there like crying. But you got enough material, y'all. That's where unity come in. If you can't unify in a time like that, you might as well go your own way. Because you wasting yours and mine and everybody else involved time. But I would. Ted Cruz, he had something up his sleeve. There's something going on in Cancun. He wasn't just trying to go vacation. No, he wasn't. Yeah, but Ted Cruz, the senator, man, this world just is all discombobulated. It been discombobulated. I might even skip a topic for y'all and move it up the chain because I just viewed something made me think about it because I want to talk about because I was watching it. It's an older video. I need to read some of them new. I'm gonna just say that for what it is because I want to talk about the NFL. The NFL. I was gonna talk about Meek, but we come back to that. Let's talk about something we could get excited about because I'm thinking about Texas. I really don't, but Meek, we come back to Meek. But the old boy Carson Wentz, I think Carson Wentz, Indianapolis came up. They didn't made the right move to enhance what they had going on. Because I don't think Carson Wentz is sorry. I think he just had a bad year. And for them to give up on him, and they just gave him a lot of money. But before we get to really into that, I want to give Be Here Cleveland a shout out for helping fund today's show. Make sure you follow Be Here Cleveland on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Your Cleveland newest. Been around, but from here on out, Cleveland, follow Be Here Cleveland to know what's going on because it's where it's at. But Carson Wentz, I was kind of upset we didn't, that draft, I think we could have got Deshaun Jackson, not what ain't that his name? No, Deshaun Watson, excuse me. Yeah, Deshaun Watson. We traded the pick that he got picked, and then the player, I don't even think old boy in the league no more. What's his name? The receiver. See? Bad. That's bad. He got his money, though. That's all I ever hope. When a player come to the league, because that's how they was trying to, that's why Carson Wentz value dropped. I think they got like a first. It can be a first, but it's a third. They get a third round this year and then a second round, depending on how much time he played, or if they get to, I think it's like 75% if just for the season and 70%, and they make the playoffs. They get plus, but the coach got them to take this year's salary cap hit. The coach came up to me because Carson Wentz only like 25, 26. He's still a young quarterback, and he showed he could play in the league. So it's really just all on him. Who's to say he wasn't going through something that caused him to be out of sync? And you know who wasn't going through something? Through this pandemic. It was an epidemic. It's a pandemic now. It's still. Then they coming out with all this control. It's just some more control. Yeah, I think the Colts came up. Okay, it said on Thursday, Eagles agreed to trade Wentz to the Colts for a 2021 third-round draft pick and a conditional 2022 second-round pick that could turn into a first-rounder. The Eagles will receive the 85th overall pick in this year's draft, a conditional second round, okay, could be first one. 75%. Okay, 70% in the playoffs. The Eagles will take a 33.8, so you might as well say $34 million dead cap hit, the largest dead cap hit that any team has ever taken for a player. Dang. That's because they just want to move on, but I think the guy about to show up. That's like, if that ain't motivation, but some people get the money and they be like, hey, I'm rich. No, I'm going to just do enough to keep the contract going. But getting back to the money part, you make wise investments with money. Like, that's why I never understood people that come across that much kind of money and end up like, what happened? You know, you probably ain't going to be making as much as you get when you got the money, but you still should have like some properties because you just got this chunk of money at one time. Like, how can you not make good decisions with it? I ain't gonna call them the right, but good decisions. But anyhow, they done traded Carson Wentz. And since we talking about skill, I done tore my elbow up. But I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. And now we got this guy. They done spread this word talking about how he want to play for the Browns. He doing this. I should have been a little bit more mature about the situation and not got so overly excited. Because we know the NFL, if you've been watching the sport and really into it, that was almost like an old school chess move. Like, I'm gonna say I'm going here. Well, so what you waiting on? After the little hype, after that hype got up, and I'm hearing it, and they talking about such and such saying this, and it's good names, reliable sources. I'm waiting for the the J.J. Watt signs with the Browns. It's 2 days later, man. He ain't signing with the Browns. And if he do, I'm accepting it. I wouldn't be mad. But come on, guy. Don't use us to try to get the team you want. Just go to the team you want. Get what you can from them. You done already made hundreds of millions, at least $100 million in the NFL. Why you trying to still eat on the teams? That with that money you've been making, hopefully you've been making some wise investments. That's all I can say. Hopefully you've been making some wise investments. Because that's too much money to just, any money, man. Oh, man. That's how you know before they got the money, they weren't thinking about how to get the money other than that skill set. Or like the lottery people, too, that get rich. And then you be like, oh, they lost their money. I had my one of my children look it up, and it ain't no big percentage though. I thought it was a whole bunch of people that was millionaires from the lottery. That I guess it's more wise people, informed, or because it's like, how can you mess it up? Like, I done got all way off to the how you get this money and mess it up when we supposed to be talking about Carson Wentz. But the coach that came up, they done made a good decision because I feel like he worth it. He got experience. He done been successful. Man, I just think the guy has some things going on because he athletic too. So come on, Carson. I'm Team Carson. Just play the way you play or played to get traded when you come or have to play Cleveland. Okay? Y'all think I'm laughing, but I'm dead serious. Yeah, today though, how y'all day been anyway? Yeah. Mine's been kind of, it almost, I got calm enough before this, and then I was getting phone calls. I'm already running a little behind. I wasn't late, but I was behind from the time I had scheduled. When you get your routine or you can start before, that's even better. Yeah. But that boy Carson Wentz got traded. So I'm figuring that Philadelphia might just be ready to see what Hurts can do. But if they draft a quarterback high or go out and get a quarterback that might compete with Hurts as a starter, like you can see them like, dang, they might be the starter too. They can win that. Then it ain't Hurts. But if they just go get like a 6th-round quarterback, get a career backup, it's Jalen Hurts' team. Hurts was cool, but you remember he was at Alabama, and then boy Tua came and took his spot. Yeah, but then he transferred to Oklahoma. He had Oklahoma, but he lost a little zester, they call it, a pizzazz, when he had to transfer to Oklahoma. He went to another big name school and made a difference, but he didn't completely lock it down. Like, he ain't go to Oklahoma and make it his off rip. He almost had to battle for it. But at the end, he was the starter, so maybe it is that it's Hurts they want. But J.J. Watt thing getting on my nerves. J.J., what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Be here in Cleveland where it's at. Get you on the Think and Reflect podcast show one day. We just gonna talk. You can't lose. What you gonna Call in, JJ, 216-632-3917. Let me put that up on these sites for them so they can call in and be a part of the show. Yeah, but while we in the NFL, they say they found one of the good receivers, Vincent Jackson. He played for San Diego, now the Los Angeles Chargers. He also played for Tampa Bay, the current Super Bowl champions. I wasn't too much a Jackson fan, but I was familiar, and I knew he wasn't. Because I'm more, as long as my city got a team in that sport, that's what I'm riding with. And I really kind of fall off with the sport. Like, I love football, but it was still hard to watch it when the Browns was gone. Because that's what made me want to play football, watching the Browns. So I just ain't feel the same no more when it came to the sport. Then they brought we got Mike White. Salute to Mike White. He kept the name, the colors. He won all that. Mike White. I wonder where Mike at. Mike, nice guy. I wonder if he remember me, because we done came across each other a few times in good situations though. So I wonder if he was to see me, would he remember me? It's been years. That's if you don't know who Mike White is, he's the former mayor of Cleveland. He was the mayor for some years, and they tried to hit him in the gut with the look, and then hit him in the gut. They tried to play Mike White. Yeah, but he a good guy to me. Yeah, they found Vincent Jackson in the hotel room. Vincent Jackson likely died days before death was confirmed. Because when I heard it, that was the first thing I was thinking. Like, was he killed, murdered? What's going on? Was he high? That sounds like an over most of the time. But they say he stayed right down the street in a $3 million home. I think that was Vincent, they said. I know he stayed too close to the hotel. But I think the home was worth $3 million. I'm about to see. I'm right here. Jackson, 38, was found dead in a hotel room at the Homewood Suite in Brandon, Florida. Cause of death have not been released. I don't know if that was this article I read, but I know I read somebody stayed close. Yeah, but that's sad. Let's give a moment of silence for Vincent Jackson. I've been calling him Steve Jackson. Must be talking about. Moment of silence. Condolences to his family. Yeah. But getting back on schedule, I got a little fun fact for y'all. February 19th today is Chocolate Mint Day. Did you know that? Did you know February 19th is Chocolate Mint Day? Yes, it is. So what's some of the benefits of chocolate mint? They say chocolate mint is rich in vitamins A and C. Its essential oils have been known to combat nausea, cramping, and indigestion. Chocolate mint. Mint is one of the most popular flavors in the world. from mint ice cream to mint chocolate to drinks and sauces. You can use the leaves fresh, dried, salad. Oh, I never known for nobody to put them in salads. So you gotta do, if you grow mint, you gotta give it a lot of water and just a little bit of shade. That's if you grow it. But that's a fun fact for the day. So now you can celebrate Chocolate Mint Day every February 19th. If you like it celebrating holidays or special days, today is Chocolate Mint Day. Go get you some chocolate mint. It's a couple of brands out there I know of, but I'm not going to give them none of this free airplay. But, yeah. But let's get back to Meek Mill. What's up, Meek? Dreams and nightmare? You was dreaming and you had a nightmare when you did this one, buddy. You didn't put Kobe Bryant in your rap, and it wasn't positive. What was you thinking about, brother? Willie Nelson. Y'all got to excuse that. Willie Nelson. Yeah, Meek Mill then blew it. Meek Mill done said something about the chopper like Kobe Bryant or something. What boy was you thinking? Yeah, after maybe is he about to drop an album? I used to see like Meek, but when people get too far into the little industry, they get too big, man, they start doing goofy stuff. I don't know, excuse me, is to keep their name float. Because he was just on video with Tekashi, goofy butt. Yeah, did I cuss tonight? Because I'm going to have to put the explicit, because that boy Tekashi, he don't care. Like, man, I don't, having things, I don't want to get too far off topic, but having things and not being able to enjoy them is not having things. Like, it's, if you ain't setting your life up to where the things that you out striving for to have so you can enjoy life, if you can't enjoy it when you get it without the, man, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, man. You might as well just not have a life. You might, well, I ain't gonna say not have a life, but maybe you should consider just being normal. You know what I'm saying? Or even if at the worst, just because I think some of the homeless people just don't care. Like they homeless because they choose to be. They don't care no more. So they just, I ain't gonna say they don't care. They just look at life in a way that, hey, man, I'm just living until it's my time. I ain't gonna try to kill myself or nothing like that. I might even beg sometime, but I ain't trying too hard to be living. I'm gonna just go on with the flow. That's how some of them people out there live. Yeah, but Meek, goofy butt, gonna say something about Kobe and the chopper and the song. I had them lyrics up. He was tripping, Meek. Kobe ain't even been gone the whole year. And you just coming up to that day and you want to, come on, man. Y'all, I don't know, where your PR at? Yeah, Ricky D. Calhoun, whoever you might, whatever. But just to think and reflect, and I'm voicing my opinion. Hey, that's how I feel. Yo, that was a bad PR move. Y'all playing with a dead man. That's I don't want to say it. It might be, though. That's like, man, let me find these lyrics. Something about in the helicopter, the chopper. Now, where them lyrics at, man? He say, this ain't even the bar I read. He had a whole nother bar. He say, if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It'll be another Kobe. Oh yeah, that is the lyric. This dude tripping. What? Man, I ain't even read it that clearly last time neither. That dude tripping. That guy tripping off of that one. You don't do not Kobe. If I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It'll be another Kobe. Man, what? Y'all got to excuse me when y'all listen to this if you ain't hearing it now, man. But that was me. PR, fire him. Let him go. For even let that get leaked. I wouldn't even wanted to get no fame off of that. But they say negative press is the best press. That's wild. That's wild. That was a wild one right there, Meek. And you got some bars on the low. That's how you came up, spitting that fire. But my favorite Meek song is Dreams and Nightmare. That's my favorite. Dreams and Nightmare. Y'all gonna have to excuse the language, but Dreams and Nightmare is what is, man. Dreams and Nightmares. Y'all ain't never heard that? Man, Dreams and Nightmares. And it was the intro.
I call it saving money by custom.
See, they wasn't about to get no free ad.
This Bud Light sauce eliminates
Bud Light, forget it. You got a free promo, bud. You owe me.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready?
I'm gonna just let y'all hear a little bit.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I do. Like a sneeze. Please for them trick and squeeze, I'm getting cream. Never let them get in between of what we started. Look,
But I'm lying hard in it.
when I was stuck and they hated when I departed, I go and get it.
Regardless.
Raw like I'm an artist, no crawling, went straight to walking with foreigns in my garages or foreign menage. You're sucking and swallowing anything for $1. They tell me get him, I got him. I did it without an album. I did it with Mariah.
I gotta just let that beat come in.
When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey, to rest in peace. Hey, to rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my then what you talking about? Gangsters moving silent, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. Was on my grind, and now I got what I deserve. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented? Flexing on these, some like Papa on his finish. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of cat that been casting grind like I'm broke.
I'm gonna stop that right there. That's the one. If you know, you know. That's the one. There's a lot of music out. So me, I know you just was trying to spit bars, man. But that was not the right bar, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It could have been, but it was too early. That's what I'm gonna say. It's too early. It was too early, mate. Too early. Man. I hope, has anybody else had, let me see, somebody used Kobe name in the lyrics since he passed. That was bad timing. Your PR, no, I ain't gonna say fire him, but y'all bloopered on that one. It might get you the attention, but they say, but you better your comeback. I ain't gonna say it better be, but hopefully it's what you did it for is worth the while. That's all I can say. Yeah. Okay, all they talking about is Meek so far. Yeah, Meek blew that one. I'm sorry, Meek, but the Dreams and Nightmare, that's going in my collection. That's one. I'm be one of them old news like always make me feel motivated. Yeah, Meek blew it on that one. Meek, man. Woo. But of course, I gotta say something about this. I don't know what's going on completely, but I kinda know. And I'm gonna give these people some free money. It's this movie. It's like a documentary. It's not a movie. And I still gotta finish watching it, so I shouldn't even give it no airplay. But it seems like it's a movie worth watching. A documentary is very informative because the first 20 minutes of it was like telling a lot, like especially when it comes to the banking history, like before people were even considering this paper had a piece of money. And then when you watch it and you figure out how the banking system and the loan system it got created. I don't know if it's the truth, but what they saying sounds like the truth. Yeah, it's very informative, just the first 15, 20 minutes of it. So it's worth it to me. But I'm going to tell y'all the title. It's called Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the end of money as we know it. This is 2015. And you can watch it for free. I'm going to give them some free promo too. But IMDb, I'm pretty sure y'all know about it. But yeah, you can watch it on there. There's a little information about the Bitcoin. Wow. But Bitcoin at $51,000. You know, I started at the beginning of the show. I started to talk about it, but then I said, no, I'm going to go ahead and just get to the end, close the show with the Bitcoin. You know. Oh, let me check. I ain't getting no notifications, so no, ain't nobody check. But I still had a good time, because Bitcoin, I'm really kind of upset, but I'm excited because I have a few other little, maybe the crypto, because it's crypto everywhere. It's just going to be like countries. How, say for instance, American dollar is some crazy money compared to Pakistan. Like the Pakistan, it's like $60,000 to $16,000 or something crazy. But yeah, Bitcoin reached 51,000. I think it's almost at it's at 53 right now. It's almost 54. Wow. Yeah, Bitcoin, the man. And I'll be upset. So it's like you can invest in it, but it's like you really, by the value that it is, you got to really have some money to invest in it. That's like the article, I think they say Elon Musk just invested a bunch of money into Bitcoin, like $1 billion or something. Yeah, he just invested a bunch of money, but the thing is, okay, drops 1.5 billion. See, you got to think he spent 1.5 billion. So if he spent that much or $1, oh my God, y'all want to do the math? Let me see. That's a ridiculous number. Man, that's a ridiculous number. I don't even want to do it. Y'all do it. Tell me, send me a DM, comment on my next post, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You know, download the Speaker app. Tell your friends. Download us on the Speaker app. Make sure they visit Bavaria's Clothing Collection. A consistent show of dash and spirit, bravery. To rule the kingdom, you must tame the jungle. Visit the website, www.Bavaria's Clothing Collection. That's BRAVURAS clothingcollection.com. Always be looking out for specials and discounts. Yeah, but Bitcoin, wow. 51,000. 50. Oh yeah, let's get back. It's 54,000. Bitcoin is the monster. Bitcoin. That's crazy how electronic people trust an electronic currency more than the actual physical currency. It's wild. That's wild. All of them is crap. Because if you watch that movie I told y'all about, the Bitcoin, the end of the money as we know it, if you watch that, I'm going to finish it. But like I say, the beginning just makes you understand the whole financial corporation, basically. But that's crazy that people trust the Bitcoin more than the dollar, the American dollar. Let me see how much. That's how much USD it is. I want to see how much euro. I'm going to check the euro. Oh, it's only worth 40, but that's still a lot. It's worth 46,000 euros, so that means the euro smashing the dollar. I ain't know it was up on it like that. Wow. Ooh. But the Belize, because I had a friend when I was down and gone, you know, yeah, y'all do the background check. I don't want to sugarcoat. I done been through hell and back. But Belize is a little country. You could go down there and get your citizenship for like $23,000. It's one of the best, like, areas to reside, from what I was told anyway. I don't know personally because I haven't been there, but I was told by very intelligent and, you know, they know them things. But he said Belize, you go down there 2,300, I think. Yeah. You become a citizen. But it's like worth the while, like the price of living. Like I say, they Bitcoin is, the value of one of their dollars is $111,000. $111,000 and man, this chip tooth. I got a chip tooth. That's why I had that little thing. Yeah, but wow. $111,077.18. Yeah, I got it. Y'all probably like, this fool ain't got no. No, I don't. But I'm going to get it. But you know, when you don't just say certain numbers all the time, you don't just say it smoothly. How many of y'all? No, let me not get personal. But yeah, Bitcoin winning. Bitcoin winning. What's the other? And then the next one that's close to Bitcoin, how you pronounce it? Ethereum, I think. Yeah, Ethereum. Ethereum. 1 Bitcoin to Ethereum. 1 Bitcoin to exchange. Yeah, I'm even getting a little tired. I'm gonna start taking naps on y'all. Y'all ain't excited. One day, because as long as they got the internet and my hosting company is around, or if they not, I'm gonna find another hosting company, because it's good to have a hosting company. It take a lot of the framework. It's basically, you get like your pay. You got the payroll, but I want to thank y'all if y'all tuned in. I want to thank y'all if y'all listen later, because I've been paying attention. Y'all been listening. I don't know if y'all tuning in live. You got to download the app, Speaker. Download the app, search Think and Reflect Podcast Show, and like us. And make sure you turn on your notifications. Yeah, but today's show again, though, was sponsored and powered by Deshawn's Marketing Incorporated. Communication is key. Where we brand, build, grind to help you and your company shine. Make sure you go visit the Purveyor's Clothing Collection website. And we'll be seeing you guys next week. Come up with some new segments, send some DMs, some suggestions. Say that number. Lock it in, 216-632-3917, or download the app as Speaker. And like, Think and Reflect Podcast Show. Tune in live at 1 o'clock, or you can listen later on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Deezer, and more. Thanks for tuning in, guys.